Most traders think Bollinger Bands are simple. Price touches the upper band, they think the market is overbought. Price touches the lower band, they think it is oversold. And that single mistake is exactly why so many traders get trapped. Before we begin, rotate your screen and get ready for 7 Bollinger Bands secrets most traders completely miss. Because Bollinger Bands are not just telling you where price is, they are telling you how price is behaving around volatility, expansion, compression, and momentum. And by the end of this video, you will see why one of the most common Bollinger Band signals is often used in the exact wrong way. Secret is, Bollinger Bands do not tell you direction first. They tell you context first. At their core, the bands are showing you how far price is moving away from its average and how volatility is expanding or contracting. That means the indicator is not powerful because price touched a line. It is powerful because that touch happened inside a certain market condition. This is where many traders go wrong. They ask, should I buy or sell because price hit the band? But the better question is, what is volatility doing right now, and what kind of environment am I actually in? That shift alone makes a huge difference. The second secret is, the squeeze matters more than the touch. A lot of beginners obsess over price touching the outer bands, but one of the most important Bollinger Band secrets is that compression often matters more than contact. When the bands start tightening, the market is telling you that volatility is shrinking, and shrinking volatility often comes before expansion. That is why the squeeze is so important. A band touch without context can mean almost nothing, but a breakout after a clear squeeze is a completely different story. This is where Bollinger Bands become useful, not because they magically predict direction, but because they show you when price is moving from quiet conditions into active conditions. That is one of the most valuable transitions in trading. The third secret is, a close outside the band is often continuation, not reversal. This is probably the most misunderstood point. Most people assume that when price closes outside the upper band, the move is exhausted. But in many cases, that close is actually showing strength, not weakness. A strong candle closing outside the upper band can mean the market is expanding, and in trending conditions, that often supports continuation. The same idea works in reverse on the downside. So the next time price closes outside the band, do not ask only whether it is overextended. Ask whether the market is actually accelerating, because sometimes what looks extreme is not the end of the move. It is proof that the move is alive. The fourth secret is, band walks are strength, not automatic sell or buy signals. One of the clearest signs of a strong trend is when price keeps respecting one side of the bands. In an uptrend, price can keep walking the upper band. In a downtrend, it can keep walking the lower band. And this is where impatient traders get punished. They keep trying to fade the move because the market looks too high or too low, but the band walk is often showing persistent directional pressure. This is why Bollinger Bands are dangerous in the hands of traders who treat every extreme as a reversal. Sometimes the market is not stretched. Sometimes it is trending efficiently. And if you do not understand the difference, you end up shorting strength and buying weakness. The fifth secret is, middle band is context, not a trading signal by itself. A lot of traders pay attention only to the outer bands and ignore the middle line. That is a mistake. The middle band helps you see where the short-term average is shifting. In practice, it often works more like a trend context line than a direct entry signal. That means price interacting with the middle band can help you judge whether a pullback is healthy, whether momentum is weakening, or whether price is simply rotating back to its average. But using the middle band alone as a crossover signal is weak. It is not enough by itself. Think of it as a structure clue, not a full setup. The secret number 6 is, Bollinger Bands become stronger with context, not isolation. This is the biggest secret of all. Bollinger Bands alone can be useful, but Bollinger Bands with context are far more powerful. The real weakness is false signals. So the edge does not come from using Bollinger Bands alone. It comes from combining them with things like market structure, trend direction, support and resistance, patterns, momentum filters, or multiple time frame confirmation. In other words, the question is not, did price touch the band? The real question is, what is the market doing around the bands, and does the rest of the chart agree? That is exactly why experienced traders do not treat Bollinger Bands as a buy and sell machine. They treat them as a context framework. And once you understand that, the indicator becomes much more useful. As you can see here, this area contains some of the indicator's secrets, like the middle band as context, band walks are strength, and the squeeze matters more than the touch. Once we combine the multiple time frame confirmation and check the lower time frames, like 15 minutes, we can see that the same concepts have been repeatedly appearing. Here we can find a squeeze period, then expansion happens. Also, we can find the middle band acting as a support line, and here you will find price keeping touch with the upper band, creating an uptrend. Again, Then, you can see a squeeze period followed by an expansion move and a huge breakout. The last secret is, default settings are not sacred. Most traders load Bollinger Bands, leave the setting on default, and never question them. But different markets behave differently, different time frames behave differently, and different trading styles require different sensitivity. That does not mean you should randomly optimize settings until something looks perfect. It means you should understand that the default is only a starting point. Also, Bollinger signals should be read after the candle closes, not in the middle of the candle, because during the candle, the shape can change, the relationship to the bands can change, and the signal can disappear. So if you want better quality interpretation, stop treating default settings as universal truth and stop reacting before the candle is confirmed. So let us summarize the 7 secrets. Bollinger Bands are about context before direction. The squeeze matters more than random touches. A close outside the band can mean continuation. Band walks often show strength. The middle band gives context, not standalone entries. Default settings are not sacred. And the real edge appears when Bollinger Bands are combined with broader market context. If you start reading Bollinger Bands' way, you stop seeing them as simple ladder lines, and you start seeing them as a map of volatility behavior. If you want more videos like this, where we break famous indicators down into their real strengths, real weaknesses, and real use cases, this playlist is for you. Because the goal is not to memorize indicators. The goal is to understand how they actually behave in live market conditions.